Happy Friday, Naked Bloggers. This week it's all about advertising. Advertising is of course a lucrative source of income for any blogger or anybody who has any kind of space online. Or it can be, if used correctly. So you're probably thinking, how do you use advertising incorrectly? Well, there are a multitude of ways. Let me outline some for you. Firstly, overcrowding. Lots of bloggers are really keen to say yes to anybody who wants to give them some money to rent some space on their blog. This is a particular trap for those of you who are hobby bloggers or writing a blog for personal use. Don't give away your space freely or too cheaply. People want to pay you to advertise because they know you're attracting an audience that will be interested in their wares. That kind of space doesn't come cheap, people. Charge what you're worth and give away the amount of space that you are happy to give away without diluting your content. Number 2, reputation damage. Whilst advertising can be done and put in place in a way that is complementary to your content, your style of writing and your audience, it can also have the opposite effect, and that is a very bad thing. How does this come about? Usually because bloggers are approached with offers that seem too good to be true. That should be a warning bell. And they give away prime real estate spots on their blogs to advertisers who take control and use it to advertise whatever they want. If you're going to give away advertising space on your blog, you need to be in control of it. It's still your blog. Yes, you're leasing space, but it is just that, leasing space. But you should be selective. Be proud of what you've accomplished so far. People want to advertise with you because they think you're successful. That doesn't mean that you just have to accept anybody that heads your way. The best way to avoid this is either to work exclusively with advertisers that you already have existing long-term valuable relationships with, or you use AdSense on your blog. Using AdSense gives you the flexibility to allow your visitors to see adverts that are related to the content that you have written. The nice thing about using AdSense is that you can try it and see. If you see something you're uncomfortable with, you can take it straight down. You won't be breaking any contracts and you won't have any bad feeling anyway. Number 3, laying the ground rules. Again, you are in control of your blog, not the other way around. Your advertisers don't own you. They don't own the space that you are letting them rent from you on your blog. They are coming to you again because you're successful. Congratulations, it's fantastic and it's flattering and it's a real compliment and testament to what you've worked so hard to achieve that people are approaching you to put their wares on your blog. That's brilliant. It doesn't, however, mean that they get to set the rules, the guidelines and anything else that they want. If you're not happy with the terms that an advertiser is trying to lay on you, you can say no, you can walk away and you can find somebody else. You can set the guidelines, you can dictate the size of an advert you're willing to place, how long you're willing to place it for, and you can invite advertisers. You don't have to wait to be invited by somebody to come and have an advert placed on your blog. You can approach people yourself that you'd like to feature on your blog. If you're going to offer them a good deal and you can demonstrate that you've got a blog that people are really excited about and want to keep coming back for your content, they're going to snap your hand off to occupy some space on that popular site of yours. Number 4, integrity. Be true to your blog. Give it the respect it deserves. If you respect your blog and your content, you won't be placing spammy looking ads alongside all the hard work that you've put into writing your latest blog post. Be aware that when visitors land on the home page of your blog, you have a maximum of 3 seconds to drag them in and keep them coming back for more. You don't want to lose them in the first 3 seconds from first impressions for something that's flashing in their face or maybe offensive or just a turn off in some way. The best way that you can avoid doing this is to ensure that your adverts are relevant to your content, they're going to be meaningful and valuable to your readers, and they're going to offer something that might actually excite them. Ultimately, any advertising that is on your blog should be there to complement and add something to the visitor's experience. You benefit out of it by getting money, they benefit out of it by learning something they may not have seen elsewhere. You're allowing the right message to get into the right hands of the right people. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you match those two things up. See yourself as a little bit of a dating guru in this sense. You are uniting people who come to your blog because they like your content with advertisers from people that they can trust and they might want to buy from. So you have some responsibility here and you can make this a win-win-win situation for everybody involved. Now, I'm often asked how much space on the homepage should we dictate or should we allow for adverts? This is such a personal question. If you look at my blog, you'll see that I've allowed 0. I don't have any adverts on my site. I've worked really hard to get the people who are coming to look at my content to come and look at my content. I don't now want to send them away to an external agency. They'd have to be paying me some pretty big bucks to make that space. If advertising is a good fit for your homepage, and it may well be, just because it isn't for me doesn't mean it isn't for you, then go ahead and explore the options of how you can place adverts into your theme. If you're using WordPress, you'll be able to use widgets and you'll be able to insert code into widgets that will make this really easy for you. I would suggest that advertising space on your homepage, this is your absolute prime real estate of your blog or website, should be limited to a maximum of 10% above the fold. When we're talking above the fold, we're talking about what people see in their main browser window without having to scroll. So in that area that sits above the fold, a maximum of 10% dedicated to advertising will keep your message and your content absolute prime spot, forefront in the mind's eye of the people who are coming to see your stuff. I hope this quick video was useful and helped to answer some of your advertising questions. I've had quite a lot of them in over the last week. Please keep them coming. I'm happy to answer them on a personal basis, or make more videos to answer all your questions that keep coming in about advertising. It is your job to make sure that the content you're creating gets into the right hands of the people who want it.